Shabbat Shalom. Oh, he had to play that song. That is from Paramahansa Yogananda. And if you got the email earlier today, you know, this is Joel's. Anyway, I'll talk about it later. But we may get mushy tonight, just giving you a heads up. All right, but we're going to shift the energy, and we're going to open up with L'Chadodi that you will find on page 3. This is a melody that I came across recently. So I think this is only the second time we did it. Very energetic, a little sassy, so just jump right in. L'Chadodi, L'Kabbalat, B'nei Shabbat, Kabbalat, L'Chadodi, L'Krat Kala, B'nei Shabbat, Kabbalat.
Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, Yishmi'anu echad michad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, Teshu l'tiferi v'chalecha
L'Chadodi, L'Krat Kala, B'nei Shabbat, Kabbalat. L'Chadodi, L'Krat Kala, B'nei Shabbat, Kabbalat. L'Krat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki hi mikor ha'baracha, merosh mekedem nesucha, sof ma'aseh b'machshavat tchi'a. L'Chadodi, L'Krat Kala, B'nei Shabbat, Kabbalat. L'Chadodi, L'Krat Kala, B'nei Shabbat, Kabbalat.
Hitoreri, hitoreri, ki ba'orech kumiori, uri, uri, shir daveri, kevod Adonai alayek nigla.
L'Chadodi, L'Krat Kala, B'nei Shabbat, Kabbalat. L'Chadodi, L'Krat Kala, B'nei Shabbat, Kabbalat. Everyone turn around. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, gam b'simcha u'b'tzola, toch emunei am segula. Boi chala, boi chala. L'Chadodi, L'Krat Kala, B'nei Shabbat, Kabbalat. L'Chadodi, L'Krat Kala, B'nei Shabbat, Kabbalat. L'Chadodi, L'Krat Kala, B'nei Shabbat, Kabbalat. L'Chadodi, L'Krat Kala, B'nei Shabbat, Kabbalat.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I'm Stephanie Hitzroth, one of the board members, and I'm welcoming you to tonight, Kabbalat Shabbat. And if you did get your email earlier today, you know that we have an unexpectedly lay-led service tonight because Rabbi Olivier is home with COVID. So welcoming all of you and all of you at home as well, or wherever you are receiving our service, and hope you stay for Oneg afterwards.
All right, thank you. So there is kind of an architecture for Shabbat services, several things that we traditionally do. And the first of that is tzedakah. And tzedakah is an opportunity for us to share with those less fortunate. And in the old days, it would be like pull out whatever little remnants of money you had. Those are the days where we actually had coins and bills, although some of us still carry coins and bills. But to give those less fortunate. So what Beit Aleph has done is every quarter we find an organization who we want to support. And the money that we gather for the tzedakah, whether it is in person or online, we share 50% of that with that organization. In this quarter, the organization we are sharing our tzedakah with is HIAS, H-I-A-S. And with so many people being displaced from their homes, over 110 million across the world, it's actually the largest displacement of people since World War II. So drawing on our Jewish values and history, for over a century, HIAS has been there for refugees whenever they need it. And they have locations in 20 countries around the world, providing services to refugees, asylum seekers, and advocating for their fundamental rights so they can rebuild their lives. And together, we support them as they support helping to create a world in which refugees find welcome, safety, and opportunity. So if you are in the sanctuary tonight, we have a purple box at the back of the room, and you can make donations there. There's too many problems happening in the world right now. Too many people are displaced. Probably since, well, I don't know, it's hard to compare historically, but there's a lot of people in need in this country as well. So whatever you can give, the purple box in the sanctuary, those of you at home, if you at some point go to the website, beitalef.org, there is a donate button. When you click on that, there's a drop-down menu. You can choose tzedakah, and then those donations will go towards HIAS. So while that is going on, for those individuals who are lighting candles this evening, if you can make your way up to the candle lighting table, and the singers are going to be singing Shalom Rav, which you will find on page 11.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Omcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Omcha Tasim Leolam. Ki Atahu Melech Adon Lechol HaShalom. Ki Atahu Melech Adon Lechol HaShalom. Shalom Rav
And we have people lighting candles tonight from our synagogue here and also those at home. We have Brenda Astorino is lighting a candle in celebration of the 16th birthday of her second grandson, Benjamin. Susan Moss and her friend Carolyn Rose are lighting a candle in honor of Susan's father, Wallace Oppenheimer, on the occasion of his 14th yahrzeit anniversary. He was a decorated bomber pilot in World War II, flying more than 100 missions for both the RAF and the U.S. Air Force. He was also a loving father and grandfather, and a very good bridge player. Do you have?
Yes, I'm Paulina, Chester, and I'm lighting candles for my dear friend Emily Schaefer on her yahrzeit. So I'm lighting for yahrzeit of my dear friend Emily Schaefer, and very important, my beloved father-in-law Simon Chester, whose namesake is Solomon. I spent the afternoon with my grandson Solomon. Simon, who was Shlomo, growing up in Poland, survived Auschwitz, one of the few to walk out of Auschwitz, and amazing human being. Thank you.
And we have those lighting candles at home. Pesha Klein is lighting a candle tonight for her Baba, Hinda Koloff, on her 30th yahrzeit. She's also lighting for her father, Dan Klein, on his 4th yahrzeit. Carol Grant is lighting in celebration of her Bet Aleph friend Linda Moldauer's visit to her here in the desert this week. Ellen Lyons is lighting candles tonight in memory of her friend Melanie Cornfield Grimes, who recently died after a battle with cancer. Melanie was a special person who created both mayhem and magic, and she is very missed. Ellen will also be lighting a candle in honor of Ruffles, a 10-month-old puppy she recently rescued on her property here in Baja. May she and Beanie, her BFF that she made at the vet's office in La Paz, find their forever home soon in Canada. And those of us lighting candles here and those of us lighting candles at home, find, even if you did not light candles in front of us today, find something that you're grateful for that you would light a candle for, and you can hold in your heart.
And we say the candle blessing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. And now we are moving into the portion of our Shabbat where we are going to be blessing. And we are going to start by blessing the eternal. So let us rise and say and then chant the Baruch Hu.
On page 5.
On page 5. Together. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamavorach. Bless the eternal, the one who is blessing. Baruch Adonai Hamavorach le'olam va'ed. Blessed is the eternal, the one who is blessing eternally.
Yai
And we remain standing and turn the page to the Shema, where it is now time for us to both recite and hear the blessing. So we will again chant together, or say together and then chant together. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Listen, Israel, the eternal manifests as all that is. The eternal is one. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Blessed is the name, the splendor of its presence shines eternally. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Please be seated and join me at the bottom of page 6 for the Ve'avta.
Ve'avta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'eleh asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'beitecha u'v'lechtecha v'derech u'v'shochbecha u'v'kumecha u'shartam le'ot al yadecha ve'hayu letotafot bein einecha u'chtavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'visharecha
למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. Amen.
And now we turn to page 8. We rise. And where do you think the Catholic Church got it, right? You ever been to a Catholic Mass? They stand up, they sit down, they stand up, they sit down. The Pope wears a yarmulke, anyway. So this is the Amidah, and we're going to say the opening, which is actually open my lips. So it's a wonderful phrase to have at the opening of the Amidah. We'll say that, and then we will chant it, and then we will recite the 2 paragraphs of the Amidah on page 8. So together. Adonai sfatai tiftach, uvi yagid tehilatecha. Eternal One, open my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise.
Adonai sfatai tiftach ufi yagid v'yagid tehillah tehilatecha tehilatecha
Baruch
atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avoteinu ve'imoteinu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak ve'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Leah ve'Elohei Rachel Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim ve'Konei Hakol ve'Zocher Chasdei Avot ve'Imahot Umevi Geula Lifnei Bneihem Leman Shemo Be'ava Hoshia u'Magen. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, mechayei hakol atah, Rav le'Hoshia. Mechalkel chayim bechesed, Mechayei hakol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim verofech olim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato, Lishenei afar. Micha mocha ba'al gevurot, umido melach, melech memit umechaye, umatzmiach Yeshua, v'ne'eman ata lachayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayei hakol.
Please be seated. So I got a text today from Olivier. It's like, guess what? Got COVID. Again, this is round 2. And so there was a bit of a coconut shell game. And I said, just, you've done the Torah reflection. Print it out and I'll read it. So that's what I'm going to share tonight. Terumah is the Torah portion tonight. And his reflection is called the Kabbalah of our lives. Sounds like a soap opera. We need some sort of soap opera music, right? The Kabbalah of our lives. Jewish mysticism holds as fundamental truth that every being, all of us, is but a container for a manifestation of the divine presence. As such, we are asked to make ourselves, as best we can, selfless, compassionate servants of the Most High, that we might express these sacred dimensions of being through our lives. How do we do that? By practicing the threefold path of Torah. Wisdom, avodah, or Torah is wisdom, avodah, spiritual practice, and gemilut chasadim, acts of loving kindness. In this week's Torah portion, that path is symbolically expressed through the divine instructions Moses receives for making the Ark of the Covenant, the Torah, fashioning the golden menorah lampstand, avodah. So, I'm blocking it. Okay, you've seen it enough, so I think you can tell. So the Ark of the Covenant holds the Torah, the golden menorah lampstand, avodah, which is at the top, and carving the golden layered table of the bread, gemilut chasadim. Needless to say, the above description departs from the literal, and now we're going to enter into the realm of Kabbalistic interpretation. What are the odds? For the Kabbalists, the Ark of the Covenant is seen as the interface between the non-manifest and the manifest world. The Ark is a wooden box whose top is layered with gold, a luminous and eternal quality. This gold top is raised around its perimeter and shaped like a crown, the keter. In Kabbalah, the crown, Keter, is seen as the highest spiritual dimension, that of Atzilut, emanation. Atop that gold cover are carved two golden cherubim, which are not the Hallmark cherubs, but they are fierce, angelic creatures, reminiscent of those God sent to guard the gate to the Garden of Eden. In between them is the space where the divine presence, the Shekhinah, dwells. The Ark of the Covenant with the Torah inside is that container suspended between heaven and earth, emptiness and form. Out of it, from the Torah, cascade down the 22 letters of the Hebrew alphabet, which are 22 paths of creation and of spiritual awakening. And these are expressed through the symbol of the menorah, the light at the top. The menorah, for the mystics, is a representation of the Kabbalistic tree of life. For them, the three branches issuing from each side of the central lampstand are the three sefirot on the left and right sides of the tree of life, while the central stand represents the central pillar of identity of that tree with its four sefirot, three at the intersection with the branches themselves, one above them as the cup for the light. 22 almond blossom cups are carved on the menorah, 3 on each branch and 4 on the central stand, symbolic of the flow of the 22 letters. This is very exact. It just reminds me a lot of elements of the Torah, very, very specific. And for me, when you do something very specific, that means you have to pay attention. That means you have to focus. That means you need to be very, very present. So the flow of these 22 letters, this is where avodah expresses. Our path is to let the wisdom of spiritual teachings of Torah, as represented by the 22 letters, to let that wisdom flow from the high reaches of our self, capital S, self, and infuse all aspects of our self, small s, the menorah, from our intellect into our heart, our desires and our actions. And in doing so, through worship, service, and spiritual practice, we can't help but become channels of a wisdom expressing as compassion, care, generosity, and love. From that space, through gemilut chasadim, natural acts of loving kindness, we will set a table layered with gold for all beings to come and feast. It will be the table of the bread from which all creatures will be sustained, nourished, and provided for. We will awaken to the sacredness of creation and know within it the holy presence of Shekhinah resides. We will manifest through our actions the sacred dimensions of our being. And basically what this is reflecting upon is that we are the vehicles of the divine. We are the carriers of that spirit, which means we not only need to take care of what we express, but we need to take care of that house within which dwells the divine. So we are going to sing a song that connects to that idea. V'yasuli mikdash You will find that song on page 31. It's taken from Deuteronomy 25:8. Let them make me a holy place that I might dwell within.
ושכנתי בתוכם, ועשו לי מקדש, ושכנתי בתוכם. Make sacred space for me to dwell, and I will be with you. Make sacred space for me to dwell, and I will be with you. Make sacred space for me to dwell, and I will be with you. Make sacred space for me to dwell, and I will be with you. Make sacred space for me to dwell, and I will be with you. Make sacred space for me to dwell, and I will be with you. Make sacred space for me to dwell, and I will be with you. Make sacred space for me to dwell, and I will be with you. Make sacred space for me to dwell, and I will be with you. Make sacred space for me to dwell, and I will be with you. Make sacred space for me to dwell, and I will be with you. Make sacred space for me to dwell, and I will be with you. Make sacred space for me to dwell, and I will be with you. Make sacred space for me to dwell, and I will be with you.
So now we're going to transition into our meditation. If the lights could come down a little bit. So I know I was going to save this for the announcements, and I'll talk about it again anyway. But if you read the email that went out earlier today, this is Jawl's soft exit tonight. And we are honored that he will lead us through a music meditation. And as has happened in the past, I have relied on his genius because he just found out during rehearsal. So everything you hear will be what is flowing through him in the moment. And we are grateful.
so blessed. Thank you, Jal. I am looking forward to more Jalapalooza later. But for now, I'd like to take that energy that Jal just shared with us and open our hearts for those who are in need of healing. And I'm going to read the names that our community has inscribed on our healing list for us to send them the healing for refuah shlema, for energy for refuah shlema. So we send healing energy to David Mark, Daniel Clark, Maxwell Bernard, Lynn Carroll, Lawrence Stern, Elizabeth Heath, Maggie Pisner, Roni Shapiro, Margaret Bergman Ness, Blythe Horman, Kalish Leviel, Amy Lowe, Noah Clark, Janet Crowley, Carlos Taylor, Marianne Tierney, Deb Cohen, Deborah Liebes, Wendy Pender, Judy Cohen, Bob Krulish, Amy Austin, Edward Tansman, Rachel Naomi Remen, Anne Marie Regalado, Laura Sack Klein, Judy Wilchins, John Fisher, Sharon Mayo, Mary Allison Castleberry, Naji Girgis, Dave Milosh, Aliza Jeff, Katie Haybarth, Audrey Chase, Pat Hogeland, Steve Doyne, Beth Doyne, Ross Kling, Awilda Verdejo, Kathy Wack, Bob Wack, Jan Meadow, Jim Halverson, Jean Waters, Jan Haybarth, Zoe Suter, Robert Grant, and of course, Olivier Ben Chaim. I would also like to name all of the hostages that are still currently being held and healing for those who have been freed. And we would sing Mishaberach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov Mishaberach Imotenu Sarah Rivka Leah v'Rachel, which you can find on page 34.
Erach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov
Mishaberach Imotenu Sarah Rivka Leah v'Rachel. May the one who blessed our fathers,
May the one who blessed our mothers
hear our prayer. With a vision for tomorrow.
Help us to reach out to those in pain.
May the warmth of friendship ease our sorrow.
Give us courage, give us faith, show us the way. Mishaberach Avotenu Mishaberach Imotenu
us as well. Hear our prayer. Hear our prayer. Hear our prayer. Hear our prayer. And bless us as well.
And now we are at the beginning of the end of the Shabbat service, where we hold the energies of people. Oh, the Elenu. I apologize. So we're not yet at the beginning of the end. Thank you. There we go. It's the prelude to the beginning of the end.
It's the
There we go.
anti-penultimate is the correct term.
Erev end.
All right, we are now on page 12, and we rise for the Elenu. We say together, we are the ones given this way of praising the Holy One of all being, that we might understand and express the greatness of the One who shapes all creation. We celebrate our uniqueness and that of others, and seek to discover the wonder that we are. Therefore, we bend the knees, we bow, and we proclaim our gratitude before the ruler of all rulers, the Holy One of all being. As it is said, then we shall truly realize the Eternal One as universal being, and on that day, the unity of being shall be celebrated by all. Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon hakol, la'teit gedula li'yotzer b'reishit, shelo asanu gigoyei ha'aratzot, velo samanu k'mishpechot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. Okay, now we turn to the mourner's Kaddish, where we hold space, light, and energy for those who have transitioned in recent weeks within the past month. Dave Parker, friend of Stu Heller. Lorraine Presley, friend of Elizabeth Heath. Melanie Cornfield Grimes, friend of Ellen Lyon. Marilyn Liddell, family friend of Stu Heller. We also honor the energies and the memories of those individuals who touched our lives and whose transition happened within the past year. Jane Colombini, Irv Douglas, Jeremy Gordon, Nancy Green, Jerry Pettis, James Beal Gorham, David Lee Broad, Amitai Etzioni, Laura Lane McCants, Victoria Ashker, Donna Glosser, Dan Springer, Judy Simon O'Brien, Andrew Simberick, Judith Gorlick, Hannelore Noni Ebert Cronenberg, Simone Ladruma, Robert Lester. And we hold special energies as we remember those whose yard sites occur this time of year. G. Earl Cox, Stanley Hannon, Hinda Koloff, Dan Klein, Wallace Oppenheimer, Alan Oakley, Rochelle Tasman Cushing. And as we talked about earlier during the Devar, that we are a container through which the divine expresses. Within that container is also the energies of those whose memories we carry in our hearts as we share in the Mourner's Kaddish. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah B'alma Divra Chirute v'yamlich Malchute V'chaye Echon u'v'yom Echon u'v'chaye d'chol Beit Yisrael Ba'agala u'vizman Kari v'imru Amen. Yehi Shemei Rabbah Merarach la'alam ul'almei almaya. Yit barach v'yit tabach v'yit pa'ar v'yit romam v'yit naseh. V'yit hadar v'yit halel v'yit halal Shemei d'kusha barichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tush b'chata v'nechemata. Da'amiran be'alma v'imru Amen. Yehi Shalama Rabba Min Shemaya, V'chaim Aleinu Ve'akol Yisrael, V'imru Amen. Osei Shalom Bimromav, Hu Ya'aseh Shalom, Aleinu Ve'akol Yisrael, Ve'akol Yoshvei Tevel, V'imru Amen. May the one who creates harmony above make peace for us, for all the household of Israel, and for all the peoples of the world, and let us say, Amen. Please be seated. And now I believe we're having Melissa, if she is within earshot. Melissa is going to share some announcements. Cindy's going to go find Melissa. We're running a bit early, so Melissa probably thought it was going to happen in another, 20 minutes.
Perhaps John could play a little interlude.
Well, he's going to play a big interlude in a second. All right. Well, I will start by saying, please join us afterwards at the Oneg downstairs. And I'm stretching it. All right, well, good. I will just talk about Joel. That's what I'll do. I was going to do this at the end of the announcements. I'll do it at the beginning. So Joel is moving to California. Melissa, you'll come after me. Joel is moving to California. He has been with Beit Aleph 27, 28, 29 years. I've lost count. 28. From basically almost the beginning, because, we're celebrating 2 years in. So, again, that meditation was totally improvised. I don't know how his brain works, but it's just stunning that flows through him. The complexity, the nuances, the ebbs and the flows, the majors, the minors. We have been so blessed and fortunate. And Celia said this the other day. We are in denial that Joel will not be with us. Now, there's a caveat. He will, so his place is boxed up. His piano's been moved down, so it's real when his piano's been moved to California. And he lives here. He's been living in the Ananda community in Linwood for 24 years. He is moving to an Ananda community just outside Sacramento, my hometown, in a city called Rancho Cordova. And they are very lucky to have him. He will be coming up to the Northwest a couple of times. He will be with us for a Shabbat in May, and then one probably in July. And he will be with us for High Holy Days, for which we are very grateful, as I look for someone to replace him. And one of the reasons he's doing that, for which I am grateful, is I will have to then also find a replacement for Nathaniel. So, a lot of transitions this year. So, I will be onboarding a new tenor, so I will not have to have a new piano player for High Holy Days. So, but at the Yom Kippur break fast, we will do a more formal goodbye. But do come and visit us once in a while. So after Melissa does the announcements, I asked Joel to put on a micro performance. He has a medley of Jewish songs, which he actually played when it was his last day as the pianist for Center for Spiritual Living. It was for a concert for Center for Spiritual Living. Now, how long were you the piano player here? Yeah, CSL. 1 year less than Beit Aleph. So, he has been ingrained in this community, in the Beit Aleph community. So we look forward to hearing what you're going to perform for us in just a bit. Okay, Melissa.
Okay. Hi. Okay. So I just wanted to do a couple announcements tonight. We do have the 30th anniversary party. This is on March 2nd from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. So we really want all of our Beit Aleph members, past and present, to join us for this really momentous event. It's been 30 years. So if you have contacts, previous members, reach out to them, let them know about this, and have them register. We need to get our numbers in pretty quickly. It's going to be a catered event at Delhi, so we need to give those numbers in, and once they're in, that's it. So we really don't want anybody to miss out. Make sure you register. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be a raffle, some really, really excellent prizes. And if you want to donate, please reach out. We are still accepting them for the next week or so. And there's going to be a klezmer band and Israeli dancing. It's going to be a fantastic night. You don't want to miss this. Also, next Tuesday night from 6:30 to 8 p.m., it's going to be the first the History of Zionism course that Rabbi Olivier is starting. It's going to be 12 sessions. These are going to be recorded, so if you cannot make that time, do not worry. We will be posting these. Unlike some of his courses, we are going to make this available to everyone. It's going to have great resources. He's going to share materials, so please let your friends know if this is something important to you. But if you do want to go to this course, make sure you register because you'll get those emails sent out weekly of the recordings, and it'll be really easy for you to watch, even if you can't be there with them on Zoom participating. Lastly, Purim this year is going to be on the actual holiday. We are not going to do a Shabbat service Purim. We are actually going to be having it on Sunday, March 24th. It's a Sunday. So it's going to be really fabulous. We know this. So we'll see you there. Mark your calendars. I think that's it. Thank you.
And the theme for Purim this year is Swingin' Shushan. So think Chattanooga Choo Choo, Mr. Sandman, Boogie Woogie Bee. I'm not going to give them all away, all right? But wear your swinging attire, 30s, 40s, 50s, if you want. Whatever. We're going to have a great time. Also, I'm excited to announce for the 30th anniversary celebration, Stephen Merritt, who's the founding music director of Beit Aleph. He will be joining us, he and I, so the original music director, the current music director, he and I are going to sing a medley of some of the songs that he has created and composed and contributed to the Beit Aleph repertoire. And you'll be going, oh, did he write that one too? Oh, that one, he wrote that one too. So Stephen and I are very, very excited to sing together again. And so we please hope you can make it. All right. Jal. boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right. Whew. Thank you, everyone. We're going to head down to the Oneg, and our concluding song is Hallelujah. You know what? Never mind. I changed my mind. Totally changed my mind. Joel, come out here. Stand in the middle.
My mom's gonna play the piano.
Nope. Tonight, we thought that we would send you on your way with a gift from us and the community, because you've been such a gift to us. So everyone, please join us and sing Jal Tefillah Haderech.
May you be blessed as you go on your way. May you be guided in peace. May you be blessed with health and joy. May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen. May you be sheltered by the wings of peace. May you be kept in safety and in love. May grace and compassion find their way to every soul. May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing.
Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shalom.